position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks offense will get the ball first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Coleman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Moore. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. So Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Rides the back on the option to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With jet sweep pass. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this move game if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Moore to the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Oh, what a move. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he should.
Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to buzz it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender. Turning it on. Ball is loose. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown time! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
Quick toss. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. throw. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. ULM was able to walk off the field there in Monroe with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were
trying to burn this defensive back. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes the grab. It's Craver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Quick pass on the fly motion. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the gun. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Running, got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. That's caught. It's Lacy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Here's the return. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pill, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To throw, it's Hoover. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Makes the catch. It's Moore. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Touchdown, Oregon. And the punishment has been extended. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To the air, it's Hoover. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacy. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. That's caught. It's Bryant. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because
touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Caught behind the line, it's Lacy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Ducks are marching down the field. Moore to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And the Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still execute at a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
On the ground, it's Hughes. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They'll send out the kicker here. this one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative.
Turning on the Jets. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's
breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On the run, it's Lacy. Can't get him to the ground. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. He'll pull it on the read. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year.
And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab. Knocked down it for 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 20.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to...
There he goes! And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
Number 32, Oz punts it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes... He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on first down. The quick out. Quick with the spin move. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback. On that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Williams looking for a man. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Got him downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off of it, this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Wake Forest. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He'll run it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
On to kick it away.
Got it near midfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Williams will pass. Punch it out of the air.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Catch in the middle. It's Casper. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. Plows through the defense. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on third. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.